going to be working with integer exponents. So previously, we'd worked with exponents that had positive values. Okay, that was our last lesson. Today we're going to roll with these exponents that have negative values. Now, negative value exponents can be turned positive. And what we're going to want to do is in all of our answers, we're going to want to be in positive exponents. Okay? Now, I want you to look at the base of this number. It's technically negative 3. I want you to turn it into a fraction. What is negative 3 as a fraction? Negative 3 over 1. Okay? So, to turn this base, this exponent, the negative 4, into a positive, what you have to do is get the reciprocal of the fraction.
Flip it.
Okay, exactly, also known as just flipping it. So when we flip this, we'll then have 1 over, it's still a negative, that 3, but our exponent is now a positive value. Okay? That positive value exponent, if we were to evaluate it, let's say, in this question, there are 2 ways we could evaluate it. I could decide to bring the 4 into both terms, or what we can do is multiply negative 1/3 by itself 4 times. Okay? So, when we go about evaluating this, we're going to end up with a positive value because it is a negative times itself an even number of times. And what that will be is a positive value, so we have 1 over 81. Now, if they asked you to keep this as just a positive exponent and a base, I would want you guys to stop here. Okay? If they asked you to evaluate, you guys are going to just take it 1 step farther. Okay, with that exact same idea, we're going to look at question B. This is already a fraction, so do I need to turn it into a fraction? No. So in order to make this exponent that is negative a positive, what do I do with the base? What is that? Yeah, we're just going to flip it, right? Just like we had done before. We're going to quickly flip this. It becomes 6 over 5. And now our exponent is to the power of 2.
36 over 25.
Very good, that's right. If you apply that exponent to both of those, 6 by 6 is 36. 5 by 5 is 25. We're done. Okay? And the last one. Before we do anything, we want to try to pretty much get this to 1 base. Since all of the bases are the same, they're all base 5, we're going to use our rules from the last lesson to evaluate. So remember, we're going to deal with the top by itself and the bottom, so numerator and denominator by themselves, and then finally divide it at the end. So, because this is multiplication of 2 exponents, we can simplify the top of this by putting it base 5, negative 4, plus 8. The bottom is a power of a power, so we're going to have base 5, negative 3 times 2. When we evaluate that, what's negative 4 plus 8? Good. Negative 3 times 2? Negative 6. We're still not done. We need to get it to a single base. Because this is division, we have to subtract the 2 exponents when we simplify. So we still have base 5, 4, subtract negative 6. What is it going to be? That's right. So our final answer would be 5 to the power of 10. And when you evaluate that, you get some term.